Hello, 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 my little duckies. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. It's great to see all you guys. Do you guys like the new apron? Hey, howdy, hey, Demon. It's good to see you. Steph, thank you as always. Hello. Hello, planet. Hello, astronaut. Greetings, greetings. Welcome back to the kitchen, everyone. Welcome back. I am very, very excited. I can hear the music. I can hear everything that's going on. So, like, I can just chill and vibe with you guys in real time, which is great. Hope you guys like the new camera setup. Appreciate that. Hello, Denial. Yo! We got our first raid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. Something just happened. We lost camera. That's not good. Hang tight, folks. Hang tight. Yay! I don't know if you guys can you guys still hear me? I think we might have lost my my visuals on my camera. Okay, that's good. That's good. Hang tight. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Oh no. Let's try this. That's odd. That's never happened before. Stand by, folks. Stand by. I'll see if I can figure this out. Well, it was fun for a second there. Let me see what I can do here. Let's do this. Okay. Did the camera overheat? Doesn't feel too hot. Just enjoy the chill vibes until I breathe new life into this camera. Okay, well, let's take this off for just a second. So, let me see here. Well, the battery itself is kind of warm, but that shouldn't stop it from streaming. If this persists, I might have to get my old camera, which is unfortunate, but in order for you guys to see what's going on, we need a camera that works. It didn't occur to me that I might be just blowing directly into my lavalier microphone. Let me see if that does anything. Nope. Nope, still unresponsive. I think the battery itself just might be overheating. Or let's try this. Maybe it might be that it's not getting power. Let me switch outlets and see if that does anything. Very good. Okay. Let's just go ahead and see if we can breathe some new life into this camera. Ha ha! I think that worked. Start streaming? Yes. Start USB streaming. Unplug then. Okay. And then plug it back in. Oh, duh. Okay, now I get it. USB streaming. There we go. All right. Hopefully that worked. That did something. All right, as I'm you know what? In hindsight, I probably should have secured this first, but I would think I was just so worried about getting the feedback on. There we are. Wouldn't be a cooking stream without a bit of scuff in the beginning, you know? Or at least at this point. Uh-oh, that won't do. Okay, I don't know if it was just basically like the amount of power that I was getting from my camera, but we had a slight little snag as I army crawl my way under all the wires now. All right. The scuff makes it extra fun, exactly. Let me see here. Let me see if I can. Okay, cool. Deactivate and then activate. All right. Are we back online, my little duckies? Yes! She lives! All right, cool. We'll see if that works. But so basically what I did was the outlet here might not have been getting enough power to the camera, so I just basically switched outlets. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this works. Where was I before we were so rudely interrupted? We are making bread today, my little duckies, and I am very, very excited for it. And of course, as the title will actually, first and foremost, let me actually go ahead and address the things that we failed to do prior to. So, Lily, thank you so much for the raid. I think there was another raid that I missed, but Cinnamon Glaze, thank you so much for the follow. And we're back, yes. I'm so very happy. I'm playing the new, oh yes, that's right, 3.0 just released. Yeah, there's a lot. And I don't know if you guys got a chance to check it out, but Lily found a little cameo by yours truly. If you guys know, you know. So. Yep, Senshi, oh my gosh, yeah. Bread. Do you always get to eat bread you bake within a week and bake a new one? Well, here's a little tipperoo that you, I don't know if you guys know this, but it blew my mind when I first, when it comes to fresh baked bread or any bread in general, you can actually freeze it to extend the longevity and the shelf life of it. So what I've just started doing that now, where whenever I bake something, I just throw it in the freezer if I'm not going to use it, and then when I do, I just let it thaw in the fridge, and then put it in the toaster oven, and we're good to go. So yeah, there's other little tips and techniques that you can do. Like, I'm not an expert on basically breathing life back into your bread, but there's like a lot of bakers out there that can elaborate and articulate on how to get the most out of your fresh baked bread whenever you bake in the kitchen, essentially. Let me see here, make sure I'm all up to speed. Yes, of course. No sourdough this time. What's great about today's recipe is that it's kind of your typical kind of like, well, I don't want to give anything away, but you'll need one of these. You'll need a bread tin, and I don't know the dimensions of this one in particular, but what's great about this is that it basically is a quarter of the time that it takes. Instead of clearing your entire schedule when it comes to making sourdough bread, you can make this bread within like a third of that time. So max within prep and also putting in the oven, taking it out, you're looking at anywhere between like 4 to 5 hours. So instead of like taking the entire day to make bread, it's an afternoon essentially, or early morning, depending on if you guys are early risers out there. I know it's a bit challenging these days to wake up in the early hours during sunrise, but yeah, so you're looking at maybe, again, 4 to 5 hours of cooking time or baking time, essentially, overall. And that's starting from dough to proofing to putting it in the oven, taking it out, letting it rest, and then enjoying, or storing in the freezer for later. Hey, Supernova, I see you, early risers. Is in the rye bread. Demon Blush. Oh yeah, we had to bake loaf plain with white bread in high school. It was really fun. Yeah, absolutely. We welcome puns. We welcome puns here when it comes to bread and anything else. Oh no, I'm toast. Hey, awesome, on a roll. I respect it. No banana bread, I'm assuming, wouldn't want any of us monkeys around. Oh, we always enjoy a bit of monkey business around here. I actually haven't attempted banana bread, but that actually sounds really yummy. And so just to kind of give you guys a window into what I kind of have planned for the kitchen segment, I not only want to just inform you guys of what I've learned since living on my own and all the recipes that really kind of help make my life a little more easier and manageable when it comes to specifically my diet and my intake and stuff like that. I really want to challenge myself as a cook, and like I don't mean like I'm a chef or anything like that. But I feel like it's prudent to say this. But if you notice in the back, let me go ahead and grab it. I mentioned it all too briefly, but I was able to fish it out. For those of you who know the amazing Binging with Babish, I got his cookbook, and so I'm planning on tackling a couple recipes, like as more of a personal challenge to myself. And so right now, actually, I'm on a bit of a fast right now. So it's like it's a liquid fast. I'm allowing myself protein shakes and other things as well. No coffee, no carbs or anything like that. So next week, though, it's gonna change it up slightly, where it's gonna be nothing but vegetables and water. But like, so I'm allowing a vegetable dish. So since we were talking about anyone can cook in the spirit of ratatouille, I'll be tackling ratatouille, which actually is not the official French dish, apparently. The dish is called confit bialdi, I believe. Is my French is terrible, but we'll be making that next time around, and I hope you guys will stick around for it. Ratatouille. They're making ratatouille. It is a peasant's dish. French isn't real anyways. Oh my gosh, Demon Blush, ice cold. Oh yeah, like you gotta, well, Remy's a rat, but I feel like since we were just playing Ghost of a Tale the other day, I feel like it's kind of prudent, you know? Jeez! Yay, Griel, welcome back! Welcome to the stream. Wait, I'm half French, but I'm not real. Apparently, Lily is 50% real. The other part of her is make-believe. So she's 50% tangible. Oh yeah, I absolutely love Ratatouille. It's whether any piece of media, whether it be anime or animated feature or live action or what have you, if it inspires me to try something different or try something new, I feel like that is such a testament to like storytelling and also just kind of the human condition in an interesting way. Because their whole motto is like anyone can cook, and it's really quite true. And so, in the spirit of that, that's kind of why I wanted to do something a little off the beaten path when it comes to this particular segment for my streaming. So whatever mistakes I make, you guys will see in real time. Whatever successes I make, we'll be able to celebrate together in real time. And so basically, I'll be able to do the things that so not only so you can eventually do it as well, which I hope. But I kind of forget what I was going with this, but essentially, hopefully, I'm making sense in regards to whatever happens in this kitchen. also, I hope is an extension to what you guys learn and take away, whether it even just be the positive vibes. So, but anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get cracking, shall we? And again, no eggs this time around. Wait. Mads, welcome back. Yay. It's good to see you again. Wait, time out. Chew, thank you so much for the sub. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Oh, daggum. Wait, hang on. I just, I'm still trying to get my sea legs in regards to the significance of like people subscribing and doing the shout outs, because I do want to be intentional about that. But at the same time, I'm still very ignorant and illiterate when it comes to the whole Twitch thing. So again, as I might have mentioned before, some patience I kindly ask in advance when it comes to these things. Yes. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm good. Mari, thank you so much. I'm very excited. Funny enough, last stream that I did this on last Wednesday, I wasn't able to hear anything because there was the output that I had set this to. I wasn't hearing anything, but now I got these bad boys in, and now I can actually hear the music. I can hear other things as well, and also little notifications here and there. So it's I'm just very, very excited. And of course, I'm testing out a new camera, which it kind of pooped out on me, unfortunately, but then I just plugged into a different outlet and we're right as rain. So I just got to remember that for next time, not to use this outlet over here because I think it's not as dependable. But anyways, I was just about to get into stuff. That's right. We will be getting into today's dish, which is making sandwich bread in your own home. So let me go ahead and put the today's recipe up on the screen real quick for you guys. So we'll be starting off with 3 cups of bread flour, 1.5 tablespoons or teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, and then 1.5 cups of warm water. Now, when it comes to the warm water, that's going to be right here, but you want to shoot anywhere between 110 to 115 degrees, and you're going to mix it in at the same time. And of course, I'll go ahead and show you guys the entire process. So let's get started, shall we? So let's go ahead and start with the flour. Oh, and also in a pinch, if you guys don't have like bread flour around, all-purpose flour will work too. Just letting you guys know that. Though I'm not entirely sure if like it'll yield different results if you use specifically bread flour, but the recipe does call for that. But I've been told by many people, like, it kind of just really depends on what you're trying to bake, but for this intensive purposes, for this instance, I mean, you can use both. I love trying cooking the dishes with this stream. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the timing of it all. I could totally understand that frustration. But hey, if you guys ever want to revisit them, I'm gonna eventually. I put my streams out up on my YouTube channel. So if ever you guys want to try and tackle this recipe yourself, it's always available. All right, there we go. Whoops! I did not want to do that. Put that in there. Close that up. Very good. Ah, ooh la la. And then we'll have our instant dry yeast, our sugar, and our salt. Let's go ahead and start with the salt, shall we? So it'll be 1.5 teaspoons of salt. That's 1 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. Set that aside. Now for the sugar. 1.5 of sugar. Set that aside. And then for the instant dry yeast. Oh, I just realized I was a little out of frame there. Apologies, my duckies. You're not able to see what's going on. Perfect. Poif just poif, as my sister would always say. Omelette du fromage. Oh, Dexter. You speak French. It's the voice of love. It's the language of love. And then you're gonna, with a whisk, you're gonna dry mix that together real quick, just so all the dry ingredients are nice and incorporated before we actually add the warm water. And there we go. That's nice and incorporated now. Set that aside. Next, you want to go for the warm water. We'll turn this on. This is already pre-filled. And what's great about this tea kettle is that there's a thermometer on the top of it, so it measures the temperature in real time, which is very handy. So we'll go ahead and set this aside. So while that's warming up and getting to temp, let me go ahead and catch up on what the chatter is. By the way, I have a lighting setup here. It's a little makeshift, so hopefully you guys can see everything as opposed to much better, more clearly, as opposed to last stream. I just did the Italian thing there. I was the one who had Lucille ask you for PO. Oh, yes! Mads, yes, thank you. Welcome. Again, I don't have an official PO box yet, but I think I will probably be acquiring one sooner rather than later. Yes, yes, absolutely. In my sourdough era. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you. Mari, let's see. I was lucky to be a step away from the door. Let's see. That mini you and ratio in the background. I just saw them and there's to go. Oh yeah, you saw that, right? Yeah. So yeah, this was given to me by Vey, and all these other flowers were given to me by all of you from the various cons that I've been to thus far, and I just thought it'd be just perfect, you know, on my windowsill right there, just so whenever I'm making anything, I can think fondly of you guys. But let me just double check the temperature real quick. That didn't take long at all. That's perfect. Right around 110. And what you want to do is you want to measure out 100, no, not 100, 1.5 cup of water. Let me go and actually turn this around real quick. And as you're stirring in the dry ingredients, you want to stir in mix in the warm water, like slowly, essentially. You don't want to be too fast. You want to dump the whole thing in there. You want to make sure it's nice and incorporated as we're mixing. So, got our bread whisk, and I just want to make sure we're all on the same page right now. Yes, 110 degrees Fahrenheit. That is correct. Don't ask me what the equivalent is to Celsius, because I just don't know. We're all filthy Americans here. We go by Fahrenheit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Mari, I was trying to draw something for a tale. Oh, really? For Ghost of a Tale? Oh, don't worry. Like, got all the time in the world. Yeah. I'm a bread wizard. You know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the artist, but I think he goes by the name of, let's see, no. Worthy Kids, or I think that's what he is, but he's known for the Burger Circus Burger or something like that, or Big Top Burger. That's what it is that he's most known for. But he has a little animated short where it's called Wizard's Ale, and he basically he's like a ale wizard, and I'm like, well, if he's an ale wizard, then I'm a bread wizard. Why not? So we'll go ahead and stir this in right in the center. Nice circular motions. Yep. Be careful not to add the entire thing. There we go. And I think that's good enough for now. We'll use the rest in just a second here, but we want to make sure that we're getting all the dry ingredients nice and incorporated, and it'll start to clump. That's what we want, but at some point it's going to absorb all the water to where it's a nice doughy texture. And we'll go ahead and get all that love and goodness in right there. Let me see here. Or a magic whisk. If there is such a thing. I like to think that there is. In the world of in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, like you don't really see many like magical cooks or wizards or something like that. You know, it's always about like casting spells and killing each other and all that good. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. As a Harry Potter fan myself, I'm just like, is there just why isn't there more stuff like this that's just kind of wholesome? You know, not to say that there isn't, but not every wizard has to like be a conqueror or be a hero or something like that. Like, just what happened to the knight? Well, actually, now that I think about it, Ron's brothers, they did start a joke shop. And I can appreciate that. Let me see here. His username is Dastardly. I noticed that as well. Science guy, wonderful, yeah. The stream is so calming, but I can't sleep. No, I have class. Oh no! Well, go learn. Best wishes for all your endeavors. There we go. Now that's looking nice and incorporated. We want to get the rest of those things, the rest of the flour, cleaning on the walls. My goodness. I'm not trying to be super forceful with this. And that's another thing, a little tipperoo. You don't want to over stir this. Just enough to where it's nice and homogeneous and also just nice and sticky. If you guys can take a look at that, like that stick, that's what we want. Because again, when it comes to yeast, like it's gonna start activating as soon as you start putting all the dry ingredients together, as soon as the water is added. So at that point, it's going to be just a matter of waiting around. So that is looking fantastic. Let me see here. Write that down. We'll be quizzing you guys later. Now it looks like some of you guys are students. I guess just by a show of eyes, or maybe just by a show of hands, or maybe even emotes. Who here is in school right now? I'm curious. Who's kind of cheating, you know, and watching a stream when you should be studying? University, righteous, awesome. Masked elephant, nice. Wearing. Uh-oh, hang on. Gotta scroll back up. Oh, congratulations on graduating, Mads. Awesome. Oh, Boot Hill, best on your next semester. Steph. Giselle, awesome, great at university. It's my last semester at university. VZ, nice. Nice, very good, very cool. That's awesome. Well, whatever you need to do in order to kind of get through your guys' semesters or your college journey, feel free to, you know, swing by. Maybe I'll share a recipe that kind of got me through my college years when I was going to Cal State University, Northridge. Fun times, but I went for film school. And look at me now. Very good. That is exactly what you guys want when everything's all nice and incorporated. So what you're going to do at this point, very similar to the sourdough, we're going to go ahead and cover this and let it now go into the proofing process. So we'll lay a towel over this and let this proof for the next 3 hours. But luckily, I thought ahead. So let me double check something real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Just want to make sure we are in the right space for this. Yes, that is perfect. Nope, don't need that, don't need that. And we're good. So, I thought ahead. So now this has been rising for the past 3 hours. And so just now it's at the point where we can start messing with it. So, if you guys go ahead and take a look at that, that is nice and risen. And it doesn't have that same texture as sourdough normally does when it's kind of got like, the spider webby effect. But here, it's, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start incorporating all of it and start folding it. So like a quick little fold, nothing fancy. Oh, hang on. It's really cool. Diploma is actually funny. I major food science, also take a break from a grade. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, really? DZ, you actually a food science major? That's awesome. Yeah, we actually had a food science department, or like a specified wing for my college, and that was fun because I was actually part of the media team when it came to like filming promotionals and other things of that sort. So we got basically free food as we were doing like little recipes from our culinary arts department, which was awesome. Oh my gosh, small world. That's so cool how our circumstances bring people together. That's awesome. Let me make sure that I didn't miss any follows here. I did. Oopsie-daisels. Is queen for you. Thank you so much for the follow. Cow Ward. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to get out all your baking essentials and join us if you will. Peerless Atlin, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. All right, so now that we've moved on to the proofing phase here, so this is after roughly 3 hours. Actually, I should put this in the sink real quick, just so there's less cleanup. And let me see, spatula with port and starboard attachments. We'll go ahead and put that there. We're gonna need some olive oil for this process. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Just give that a quick little once over, just so it's not as difficult to clean later. And the normal vessel that I normally put all my dirty dishes in is currently occupied. Okay, I'm spending too much time at the sink. I need to move on. All right, very good. Now then, what you want to do is you want to scrape the sides of the bowl or whatever vessel you're using and bring it into the center. So as you can, I'll try and do this as best of my abilities, but basically you want to scoop it up and then bring it to the center so it's all nice and incorporated, just like so. Very good, very good. Excellent, most excellent boiled potatoes. As Mr. Collins from Pride and Prejudice used to say, I cannot remember the last time I experienced such a savory vegetable. Very good. And that's basically kind of what you want right there. And then when it comes to adding the olive oil, you don't want much, just enough to basically be able to handle the bread. A little drizzle around there, and we're good to go. And this is where you get to use your hands, which is awesome. You want to do around like maybe 4 to 6 folds ultimately, so everything's nice and incorporated. Gonna be lurking, huh? Well, feel free to lurk, my friend. Feel free to lurk. Do you think Ratio would be able to bake too? Oh, absolutely. I can't remember what interview it was that I did, but I think I was asked this question whether or not ratio would be a chef / baker, and I'm like, absolutely, he would. But just leave him, let him do his thing. Don't try and help him. Don't try and like say like, hey, can I cook with you? Like, no, just like get out of my kitchen. I have a whole system. Do not mess with my system, essentially. And so otherwise you'll probably get a chalk thrown at you or two. But yeah, he probably meal preps. His dishes are probably all on point. But yeah, probably not the most pleasant fella to probably bake something with in the kitchen. Just saying. I just have a feeling in my bones there. Excellent. And then, so basically that's what you want to look for, where it's a nice little, adorable, nice tight dough ball, essentially. Let me go ahead and once again, wash my hands. Don't want to over-contaminate the things that I need to handle. See here, very good. And then next step, what we want to do is you want to grease a bread tin, just like this one. I'll go ahead and, actually, I'm going to take a little sippy sip of water here. That's good. I might actually need a little, something else besides just water in the not too distant future. But let me go ahead and grab a stick of butter. And then what you want to do is you want to take a stick of butter just like so, just so we can handle it. You can even grab the wax paper just like that. And then just go ahead and start greasing that pan up. You want to get the sides, all the nooks and crannies, just so when the bread eventually comes out of the oven, it's not going to stick. And also what we want to do is not only do we want to grease the pan, we also want to slightly dust it in flour. Very good. That is perfect. Very good. I just handled raw butter, so wonderful. I'll just grab this. Why not? It's a little better. All right, then. And now what we want to do is add a pinch of flour to a colander or a slight sieve. I don't know how that could be a slight sieve, but hopefully I'm making some sense. So you just want to add just a little, just enough. Just give that a nice little pat, just like so. As I get flour everywhere. I did not think this through. All right, cool. Hang on. Yeah, that's definitely too much. Oh well, no big deal. Very good. And let me see here. Let's do this. Put you in there. Sure. Now, there are no mistakes, just happy little incidences here in the kitchen. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your dough ball and go ahead and just go ahead and plop it on in to your bread tin, just like so. And then go ahead and put that in the sink. Now you have a vessel to put your dirty dishes in. And then we're going to take our 2-inch brush. I don't know why, but like as soon as I said the quote from Bob Ross, now he's just forever in my mind. Ooh, let me go ahead and catch up on some of the activity here. Let me see here. Here, Liz. Oh no, hang on. Oni Aris, thank you so much for the follow. Lilith Chan, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. We're making bread today. Oh, sorry, Lily. What was that? Let me check here. You're so right, Eglor. Thank you, Mads. I appreciate you. You've ever cooked for an entire party before or a gathering? I've only done that once, actually. And I'm actually excited to try and do it again. For those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, I had the honor and privilege of hosting a Thanksgiving party. And this is something that actually kind of gets me a little excited because I got to try from Good Mythical Kitchen the like based or no basting like myth bust, kitchen bust essentially, where there was dry brine over wet brine, and then of course basting over no basting. And when it comes to Thanksgiving turkeys, if you wet brine your turkey and also baste your turkey, it yields the most like juicy, delicious turkey that you'll ever make. I've never tried making a deep fried turkey before in my life, but it was the turkey. I made gravy, I made stuffing, and a bunch of other things as well. And honestly, it was like I made this. But I was basically just kind of like had my thumbs in my overalls there for a second. And I felt accomplished. It's a great feeling when not only do you make something, but everyone enjoys it. And I even had my good friend, who was an actor friend of mine. He's like, "This is the best turkey I've ever had in my life." And I'm like, "Really? Really?" If you can't tell already, I'm a sucker for compliments. So let me see here. Moon Fairy, thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you guys are awesome. I hope they arrive soon. Oh yeah, let me go to reach. Yeah. Oh yeah, deep fried turkey. Like there's a whole thing, but it's kind of dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, because when you're dealing with hot oils and your measurements for dipping the turkey into the vat of hot oil, if it overflows, that's a fire hazard. So try at your own caution, or try at your own risk. So once we get the bread into the tin, we want to space it out so it's nice and even, incorporates the entirety of the tin. So I'm just basically using the spatula with port and starboard attachments to fill up all the available space in the tin. Oh, hang on. Oh, there's a hype train. Hooray! A level 1 hype train. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Just started. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Apologies. Dr. Archfey, thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you guys so much for the hype train as well. You got, goodness gracious, you guys are awesome. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Yay! Oh my goodness. Will I ever get used to this? I don't know. We'll see. But yes, you want to use your spatula, whatever device that you have. You can even use your hands if you want, but just, it might be a bit tacky. So a good majority of the bread might stick to you. So just bear that in mind. Yahoo! Yippee! I don't even know where that meme originates from, but it's like an adorable yippee that I have no idea where it came from, but I love it. If anyone can answer that question for me, I would greatly appreciate that. Where does it come from? Very, very good. Now that is in the, hang on, put that in the sink. Don't need to wash my hands. That is what you guys are looking for. And see how there's about 1.5 inches or so of room? You're gonna wanna let this proof again. Again, this is where the 4 hours kind of come into play in regards to the prep time. And no oven time even incorporated in that, because when we do eventually put this in the oven, it's going to be about 40 minutes or so of baking time. And then when you bring it out, you're going to want to leave it on a cooling rack for about anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. So not nearly as long as a bread loaf, just because I think the crust and the crumb difference, but play it by ear, I guess. But anyways, we're going to set this aside for the next hour, and we're going to get to our previous one. And as you can tell, this one's a lot bigger, it's risen over the course of time. So now that this is ready to go, we're ready to set the oven to 375 degrees, and we'll let that get up to temp. So we'll go ahead and turn on the oven, set this to 375. Now that will be preheating, and I want to make sure that is actually correct. Yes, 375, and we're good. And in the meantime, we can all catch up. Oh, whoops. Oh, well. That's not necessary. That's dirty. That's dirty. We're going to put those away. That's good. And why not? Why not? I'll go ahead and actually clear my table a little, well, my counter a little bit, because there's a lot of flour everywhere, and I don't want to deal with the flour right now. Very good, very good. Awesome. And I'll just put you here for now. I'll put the salt away. I'll leave the sugar out because we'll actually need the sugar in just a minute here. Yeast can go back. Anything else? We'll go ahead and toss those. Okay, sugar and then the flour. We won't need the flour anymore. Planning ahead, you know? Just so the cleanup portion of the cooking segment isn't as cumbersome. Sieve, I don't think we'll need the sieve anymore. And in the meantime, I'm actually going to pour myself a drink. Non-alcoholic, of course. The same tea as before, as we were enjoying last stream, I believe. This is the green tea peppermint brew that I made previously, and it is oh so refreshing. Ah, that's good. Make sure that we're all on the same page here. Mads, thank you so much for the cheer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me just double check this real quick. Nix, thank you so much for the subscribe. Mahiko, thank you so much for gifting the gift sub. You guys are awesome. Delicious tea, indeed. Nice iced tea. That is something I did kind of want to share with you guys. I don't know if, because in the next segment, I think you guys will really appreciate this, but what was really kind of on my mind as I wanted to launch this, to not only just try and tackle new recipes and also inform you guys just with what I've learned, but also to, in a loving way, I guess, challenge you guys. Since we're in a brand bold new year of 2025, I feel like it's the perfect excuse. I don't know how many of you out there drink soda, but I know for me personally, soda was kind of a, yay, another hype train. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Wait, what was this? I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll open this and see what happens. Batter up. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is great. This is great. I can't believe we got blindsided here. This is awesome. More emotes. I'm so happy. I do. Oh, Lily, I do not like soda, so I don't drink it much. But yes, yes. I've dropped drinking soda because I started to have a tooth decay. Yeah, yeah. So unfortunately, it has a grip on me. Yeah, so it does have a grip on a lot of people, unfortunately. And I actually recognize this. My best friend, who I've mentioned on this stream, I believe he goes by Roll for Initiative. He'll creep in every so often, but he was the one that actually kind of brought to my attention, because I used to just drink soda like water back in the day. And especially during my late 20s is when he was just like, hey man, we're getting older, and I think it'd be best if you stop drinking soda. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? He's just like, well, most sodas, like practically all of them, unless it specifies otherwise, because they're sweetened with high fructose corn syrup. You can find sodas that are sweetened with cane sugar, and that is technically better for you, but you don't want to go out of your way to drink soda on the regular. But the reason why high fructose corn syrup is so dangerous and so damaging to you is because your body doesn't know how to process that. It's a sweetener that just lingers in your body, and it's a lot harder to get out of your body. So for those of you, even though it just seems like we'll be picking on Demon Blush here, but yes, if you haven't already, I would say this. If you want to start leading a healthier life, cut soda out of your life, but allow yourself to eat anything you want, but just get rid of soda. And I promise you that the end results will speak for themselves. And it's going to be hard, but if once you kind of factor in a drink that kind of replaces it, like I drink unsweetened iced tea all the time. That's my jam. I absolutely love that. And you'll recognize when you start kind of weaning yourself off of soda that ultimately you don't really need it. And I know for me personally, the reason why I was kind of drinking it was kind of an emotional, like soothing thing. And I used to struggle a lot with anxiety and depression. And soda and I would say certain foods were kind of like my coping mechanism. And sadly, that's just kind of the sad truth of like certain foods, like how they can sometimes have a grip on us. So that's at least my loving challenge to you guys, for those who either drink energy drinks on the regular or maybe even drink soda. I would encourage you to try and cut that out this year, and maybe like just instead drink tea or water or what have you. But again, I know it's not going to be easy, but I guarantee you, it'd be well worth it for your life in the longevity, in the long run of things. So just my 2 cents on the matter from me to you guys. Oh, Miss Artsy, welcome back. Ice water, yeah. Miss Artsy and I, we were hanging out the other day with web fishing. She made a little collage of some amazing moments. I hope you guys will take a look at it, either on her Twitter or mine. If you want a good laugh, I mean. Let me see here. Okay, cool. I think we're all caught up on that, which is great. Wait, I'll be controversial. Milk for the win for Brett. Oh my gosh, that's so old school. I love that. That's like almost like Leave It to Beaver or black and white, like television era, like drink your milk, kind of the thing. My gosh, I do miss milk. Sadly, I'm lactose intolerant, and cheese is a little more agreeable with my system. But if I drink milk, that's game over. I'm sorry. Never had energy drinks in my life. Oh, good on you. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't try and roll those dice, Artsy. I literally had a soda this morning. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. Just something to like ponder and think about, Just food for thought. Nope, no pun intended. Oh yeah. VZ cheese is just so daggum good. I don't know, man. I like pizza. I like lasagna. I like all sorts of Italian dishes where it's like cheese is the forefront and cheese is the hero. But I know now, everything within moderation. I can have cheese, but if I have too much of it, it definitely will mess me up. And also as someone who talks for a living, and does silly voices for a living, it definitely does mess up my vocals as well if I let it. So I gotta, within moderation. You're Italian. Oh, prego. Italian just without cheese? Yeah, does it? Yeah, I don't, I can't even really think of any other Italian dishes that doesn't call for cheese or some sort of dairy product. Gotta protect the voice, absolutely. Yo, my little ratio pin came in. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Everything within moderation, yeah. Everything within moderation. Doctor's orders. I once cut soda from my life cold turkey, and it was off for 5 years. Then medical diagnosis happened and fell back on old habits. I'm so sorry to hear that, Rose. Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. Mahiko. Yes, absolutely. That's something I want to start doing too, actually. I want to start planting things and growing fresh vegetables. I've kind of been slacking on that, but my hope is that sooner rather than later I can maybe start a garden one day. But my priorities have kind of been all over the place as of late. My issue is sugar. I have the biggest sweet tooth, but I think I'm doing better. Well, to kind of like smooth things over, Miss Artsy, consuming sugar is a lot better than drinking it. That's all I'll say. But I don't want to be proven a hypocrite by the end of the segment, because you'll understand why in just a minute here. Because when this is baking, which the oven's ready now, I did want to share something with you guys that within your own time, that you can just do on your own. And it's actually really easy. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy in the oven. And then wait for about 40 minutes. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and get some other accoutrement going. All right, so 40 minutes on that. Opens this up. Puts this in the oven. Close it up. Set that for 40 minutes. And now we wait. And in the meantime, let me go ahead and get some essential elements for later. We're going to need that. And actually, hang on. This is a damp cloth. Why not? You want something that's slightly wet to kind of put under your cutting board, just so it doesn't move around anywhere, you know? And then I want a cooling rack. And let's see here. Ah, perfect. For when we fish the bread out. Technically, this is something that you would actually put in a for like turkey making and stuff. Well, actually, not turkey making, but like in a pinch, it'll serve our purposes. Hallelujah. So, I think I might have mentioned it before last time, but oh, whoa, it seems a little dirty. Yeah. Oh, I see what that was. I used this to cut my sourdough the last time, so there's just a little bit of crumbage, but it shouldn't affect what we're about to do in too much here at this point. Now, I think I might have mentioned last time syrups and homemade syrups, essentially. So I have in my fridge a blueberry syrup and a strawberry syrup, and you can actually make your own at home. There's like stovetop options, but kind of like the prep and forget method, which I think actually comes from like a Korean recipe. What you do is you need equal parts any like organic fruit, whether it be strawberries, blueberries. People have made like dragon fruit stuff, and it's like, it looks delicious. So I have a strawberry syrup and a blueberry syrup, and you can do one of two methods. You can go completely farm fresh when it comes to the strawberries, or you can go frozen organic, which is what I have. So let me go ahead and fish that out for you guys real quick. So you want the fruit of choice, and you'll want a mason jar, and of course you'll want sugar. And you want equal parts fruit to sugar, and then you put all that in a mason jar, and then you leave that in either room temperature or in your fridge, and then you basically leave that for the next week or so. And the longer you leave it alone, the richer that flavor and that syrup will basically come forth. And I'll explain I don't really know the science too well of it, but let me at least kind of get started on this. Let me see here. Wait, is Wild Spice in the chat? Wild Spice, let's go! Welcome back, my friend. Sorry, I just always get jazzed seeing the people that I know and recognize in the chat. Oh yes, raspberry, that sounds super delicious. Oh, guava syrup, yes. Sugar. God. It's peak fruit. Yeah, there's blueberry syrup. It's super yummy. Well, my demonstration for what we're going to do, I was going to reserve solely for strawberry, but maybe we can try blueberry next time. But let me see here. Bro, my friend just sent me a gift of ratio and then a what? Wow, what a gift. Good heavens, man. Really? I don't try syrup that much, except for the pancakes. Don't worry. I have a feeling that a majority of like the syrups like that are more fruit flavored might be filled with other things as well, which is why I try and go out of my way to look at the ingredients. So a little tip or I don't know, little tip like whether yours to take or not. But if ever you come across an ingredient, if you're buying something and you look at the ingredients and you can't pronounce it, chances are it probably shouldn't go into your body. Just saying. But anyways, let me go ahead and get a cutting tool. So what you want to do first is basically measure out maybe just a handful or so of these frozen strawberries. And you want to basically cut them in half because you want the optimal, as much space as you can possibly take up within the jar itself. So hopefully nothing horribly awry will happen. So without further ado, very good. And hopefully there'll be enough room to basically accommodate on this cutting board. Let me see, just make sure that I'm all up to speed on everything. It is fresh or frozen? Not necessarily. Frozen is kind of like your quick and dirty method of it, essentially. But you can get farm fresh. I think it just depends on like how fast you want the process to go. Because with frozen, it might take longer. I'm not entirely sure. But from just from the research that I've done concerning this technique or this cooking recipe, it doesn't matter a whole lot. Good. I don't think this is going to be enough, but at least it's a start. Wait, no, that's enough. It's small enough. Now this has turned into an ASMR thing. Next thing I need to do is just start whispering. Heaven forbid. I'm cutting the strawberries now. Can you hear them? I'll stop. I'm sorry. I sincerely apologize. Given it's winter, it's pretty hard to find good. Yeah, I won't dispute that. So I think maybe frozen might be the best way to go. That's true. It all just kind of depends on the season of it, you know? Nom 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 strawberries. Catherine Art, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Let's go and get us some more strawberries. My goodness, I've been switching from French to German or maybe Swedish. Just back and forth, just on this really. Oh no, strawberry down! Oh well, I'll get it later. I don't like wasting food, but sometimes when you're cooking any sort of recipe in the kitchen, sometimes casualties will happen. The casualty of war, as it would be. I think we're getting close. Just from a simple eyeballs standpoint. I'll bisect that one more time, why not? And let me see here. Usually is, hang on. Frozen organic usually is frozen max 3 hours to harvest, so they're basically fresh and easy to cut without having. That's true. That's very true. Pour one out for the strawberry. Non-alcoholic, of course. Oakley dokley, neighborino. I think, let me actually do this real quick. I want to just make sure I have a vassal ready. Just in case. Oh yeah. And, sorry, strawberry. You will be missed. Okie dokie. Now, let's see if we have enough. All right. I don't think there's going to be a right or wrong way to go about doing this, but this is just to make sure that I have enough. And if I do, I can basically start putting in the sugar. And if not, I'll just got to keep on cutting them strawberries, you know? It's just the way that it is. In the meantime, I can actually do strike two birds with one stone. Are we making PB&J? Not this time around. No, no, no. By the way, what are you guys more of a fan of? Chunky or a smooth peanut butter? When in my youth, in my ignorance as a child, I was smooth, but now I'm chunky. Chunky all the way for me. Smooth all the way, creamy. Smooth every day. Okay, to each their own. To each their own. I respect it. All right. Just as about a bit, as I try and speak there, as an intermission recipe, well, we're making strawberry syrup. Well, showing you the process of it at least. Oh, there's a stem in that one. You know, actually, what's funny is that on one of Lily's streams, Lily Draws, I was hanging out with two other voice actor friends of mine, Nathan Wagner and Brenna Thornton. We were all creating pony characters, and I forget Brenna Thornton's pony persona or what have you. But basically, she had a southern accent, which was adorable and sweet. And she also sold preserves, and she sold fruit, like fresh produce. But as kind of like a funny character quirk, she would like involuntarily cough up or spit up like strawberry preserves, like. And then Nathan's character, Nathan's pony, would be like, I could sell this. And so he would always like follow closely behind her with a mason jar, be like, oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need. Excellent. We had just enough. What luck. All right, cool. Now here comes the somewhat fun part. All right, cool. Put those back in. Now we can start layering these. Just like so. I might need to rinse this off, actually. Yep, let's do that real quick. So the fun part with this is that you can eyeball it, or you can even use a food scale to measure out the exact measurements of sugar and your fruit of choice. What I've kind of like figured out at this point is just kind of eyeball it, you know? Very good. Just give that a quick little rinse, because it's just fruit on there at the end of the day. We don't have to go too crazy. Very good. It was a strawberry bloodbath. And how are we going? How are we coming on our bread, by the way? Let me take a look-see. A little under a half an hour. All right. Plenty of time still. That's awesome. I'm going to take this out of the way. Let me go ahead and get the sugar. And get... let's go ahead and use... Yeah, let's use this. Yeah, let's go and use that. Oh my. The sugar sprayed me. It's like a Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park. It was a defense mechanism. So what you want to do first is you want to have a nice thin layer, or at least a surface layer of sugar right there at the bottom of the mason jar. Then you want to start filling up your strawberries. And then you want to alternate between pouring in the sugar, giving a quick little shake, and then pouring in more sugar. So then after that, we'll go ahead and add more sugar. Very good. Maybe a hint more. Very good. Oh, that is looking quite nice. Very nice. Excellent. And then more strawberries. You must find us another strawberry. I know that's not the line, but I always misheard and thought he was saying strawberries. I'm like, strawberry? No, I want strawberries. Very good. And then more sugar. And what's great about this method is it's kind of like, not really a fire and forget, but basically like you do it and you forget about it, you know, kind of, because it just kind of does its own thing, because the sugars are extracting the moisture from the strawberries and all you're left with is that syrup. So it's just something that you can do it on its own, and you don't have to worry about cooking anything. There are methods in which you can make syrup by cooking your fruit and your produce, but this is just a little easier, you know. But if you want your syrup now, go ahead and, by all means, cook away. Reduce. Peanut butter bowl. I missed the peanut butter bowl. Oops. I was too engrossed with the strawberries and the sugar. I think that should do it. Maybe a little shaky shake. And add the last 2 strawberries, and we're good to go. Perfect. And then you fill the rest with sugar. Wunderbar! He exclaims with great relish. Excellent. And let me actually go ahead and do this real quick. Ah, hallelujah. And then finally, we'll go ahead and cover this with the rest of the sugar. I'll probably have to refill my supply of sugar in the not too distant future here. Almost. The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last. Very good. And then maybe, why not? A little extra sugar. Never hurt anybody. Diabetes. There we go. And there you have it. So that's basically what you want to look for in regards to the sugar to fruit ratio. I said the thing. So when this is complete, you want to basically put this in a cool, dry place, or even in your fridge. I'm just going to leave this on the counter for the next, couple days and see where that goes. So I'll put this right next to my Binging with Babish book right there. I'll go ahead and start putting my things away. In the meantime, so what that will eventually turn into, and I'll go ahead and fish it out as soon as I put everything else away. But let me go ahead and catch up on what I might have potentially missed here for a second. Catherine Art, there we are. Eric, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. It's Veritas next. Oh my goodness, I'll never escape it. Let's see, I might head off to finish my schoolwork. Oh well, thank you so much for swinging by, Frey. Yes. Best of luck and best wishes on all of your academic endeavors. And then, yes, please sleep. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. If you ever hot climate, a fridge might be better for this process. Yes, I agree. But if your weather is temperature cold, then there's no fear of the strawberries coming back. Yes, it is kind of cold these days in Cali, so nothing too scary, I guess. Baking alone with baking clay rather than food. Oh yeah. Oh, Persephone, welcome back. If I was still in Florida, the ants would have tried to cook out the jar. Yeah, absolutely. I've had ant problems myself, so I totally understand where you're coming from. If I was still, let's see here. Hydrate, yes. I has water right next to me. Yes, hydrate. Stay hydrated. While we wait, we hydrate. Again, just to be clear, I'm not the one that coined that term. That comes from Stale Cracker over on YouTube. For those of you who want more of a Cajun accent, some Louisiana recipes, go ahead and give him a follow. And in the meantime, actually, something I think you guys would really, really appreciate, I'm going to do a magic trick for you. Not necessarily a magic trick, but like a little bit of magic here. A little winter magic. Okay, we still got 20 minutes. That's awesome. Okay, that's garbage. We don't need that. This is dirty. I'll toss that. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and fish it out for you guys. So, when it comes to making syrups, that process eventually will turn into this. This viscous liquid essentially is pure strawberry syrup. And what's really cool about this is not only can you just kind of add it to whatever you're cooking, whether it be a sweet good or even, I'm trying to think of like anything else like here, but my brain's not working right now. Now, I know I was on a bit of a tirade or maybe a bit of a crusade when it comes to sodas, but here, like when it comes to like, you know, fresh strawberry syrup made with you know, sugar and nothing else, like no like high fructose corn syrup, everything within moderation. But I feel like you guys would appreciate this. But it's been a minute since I've had a Shirley Temple, but let me go ahead and show you guys this real quick. So you're gonna take any sort of carbonated water. I got some Soleil here. You're gonna wanna add that. Right around there is good. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a Shirley Temple before, but basically this is the same stuff that you would use. But this is as fresh as it can get. So for your, actually, I'm gonna try and think how I can do this, but yeah, let's go ahead and before your very eyes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And what's great about that, you don't even need to stir it just due to the carbonation. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Cheers, y'all. Oh, wow. That's dangerous. Oh, dadgum. You know what? I'm being bad right now. A little more sweet. Probably won't kill me. Probably won't. But anyways, yeah. Any of your favorite flavorless or maybe even flavored, you know, carbonated water and this stuff, you're in heaven, man. Woohoo! Let's go! If that don't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. All right, we don't need this anymore. We'll go ahead and put that away. Woo, today's a good day. I'll tell you what. See here, let me just go ahead and do a quick little cleanup of anything I might have missed. Oh, yep. There's just sugar everywhere. That simply won't do. Perhaps an omelette du fromage, but nothing that'll work in our favor, I don't think. Very good. Oh, hallelujah. All right. Looks like we got about a couple minutes before the bread's done. Let's go ahead and see what's new in the chat. And I think we can probably take off the recipe at this point. Treating yourself never hurt. Truer words were never spoken. These fruit strips are great cocktails if you're enjoying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, Mad Hatter Gal. Yeah, it's well, again, everything within moderation, but you know. My hat's off to you for sticking with the smoothies. Down sugar. Gets everywhere. Dr. Archfey, man, I want to make a Shirley Temple now. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've had one, but like since making this syrup and I found that I have the means to do so, it's kind of hard to say no sometimes. Yeah, smoothies be great too. I mean, I can't complain. It has mango, banana, matcha powder, spinach, oats, and coconut milk. Oh, that sounds yummy. Yum, yum, get you some, man. That's awesome. Oh, hello. Let's see here. Hopefully I got some of these, but apologies if I've been kind of lax. Herrick, thank you for the follow if I didn't mention before. Oh my gosh, Matt Honigal, look at you. Thank you so much for giving out the 5 community subs. Bless you so much. Uh-oh, didn't want to do that. There we go, that's good. Wait, hang on, what? I'm so scared of what my mom just showed up giving me a chocolate donut and a boiled egg. Wait, hang tight. Like, what is the story behind that? Like the chocolate donut and the boiled egg? Lost 10 pounds. Congratulations, Mad Hatter Gal. That's awesome. Keep going. Yeah, chocolate donut and an egg. Yeah, I saw that on your Twitter. Is there a bigger story behind that? Did you ask her like, why is there an egg next to my chocolate donut? She just knocked on my door and called it a day. Here's your donut and egg. Does she kind of know about the inside joke, or is that just her being maybe a mom? I don't know. Be like, yeah, I'll give her a sweet and something savory at the same time. She'll appreciate it. Fanazan, by all means, lurk away. Do your thing. Wait, she doesn't. That's what's even funnier. Carbs and protein, best combo. Heck yeah. Jealous, I need motivation like yours. Yep, all it takes is it just takes the first step to living and like doing any sort of endeavor. Just and also giving yourself some grace to fail, because honestly, I would be a hypocrite if I said any endeavor that I've ever taken up, I've made mistakes. I've definitely not met my goal. I've definitely backslidden into bad habits, and it's difficult, like making a new habit. But once you do form that new habit, you're basically creating neurological pathways to like making that a part of your routine. But the hardest thing is breaking the old habit. And as someone who's been there time and time again of basically trying to break that cycle, it's not easy. And actually, there have been times when I've asked either a relative or a friend, be like, hey, I need help with this. Can you like kind of give me some accountability or like help me with with this, essentially. So don't feel to reach out to others, like it's not weakness, and also like there's a bit of comfort and a bit of, that's why people go to the gym together, like having a gym pal or even when it comes to the whole diet thing. If someone that personally like says, hey, I want to try a different diet plan, can you do this with me? That's you've got yourself a treasured friend there, man. And like doing it with like doing any sort of new habit or new diet or or whatever it be for the benefit of your life, doing it with a friend, it makes the difficult journey that much more bearable. Hopefully I'm making sense there. Woohoo! That is thigh slapping good, man. All right, I've had my treat for today. That's awesome. Let me catch up real quick. That's awesome. I know thigh slapper isn't really contextually accurate to say that, because whenever you slap your thigh, it's usually something that's pretty funny. But there, I don't know. It felt like it's almost like slap your mama. It's so good, kind of thing. But I never want to slap my mama. I love my mama. Tengo ganas de un sándwich, pero así. I'm trying to like. I really want to learn Spanish again. Not really. I want to actually learn Spanish, period. Because the Spanish that I have is just broken and Americanese, you know? Shout out to moms. Heck yeah. Pero y señe. I'm not going to try and pronounce that because it's like hearing Spanish is a lot easier for me than actually reading it at this point. You thought I was Brazilian for a moment? Well, I appreciate that. Like, I'm just an actor at the end of the day. But obrigado, you know, that's the only kind of word that I know. And funny enough, I actually have a friend who speaks Portuguese, but she's happily married with children in Texas. But she was the one who actually introduced to me the term obrigado, which is the only like Portuguese that I know. But I learned that before I started maining Lucio from Overwatch, and he said the same thing. I'm like, oh wow, she wasn't kidding. Aw, wait, hon. Darren Jordan did see my comment. Of course, yeah. As a Hispanic, I wish to be fluent in Spanish. I know the struggle. I absolutely know the struggle. You know, I kind of look back at my own childhood, and I'm like, Jesus, man, I wish that my folks, well, specifically my dad, not to throw my dad under the bus, but he himself doesn't speak fluent Spanish. He understands it, but he doesn't speak it, and there's reasons for that. My grandfather, God rest him, I don't know if any other Hispanics out there in the chat can resonate with this, but at one point or time in certain Hispanic households or Latin households, kind of more the first generations kind of forbade them to speak Spanish like their children to speak Spanish in the household. Otherwise there'd be consequences. And that was definitely my grandfather basically laying down that rule in their household. So my dad, and all my uncles, basically, he forbade them to speak Spanish in the house because he wanted them not to be discriminated against, and he wanted them to be basically, your guys are American, you know, and anyone who tells you otherwise, just be like I was born in this country, what have you. And anyways, I digress. So sadly, it's something that because I grew up with like Spanish Heritage Month and like Spanish Heritage celebrations, but never really understanding, I guess, maybe the cultural significance of it. Because when you're a kid and you're just trying to live your life, it kind of like falls on deaf ears of like, why am I here? I want to go home and start playing, and play video games again. So, oh, hang on. It's mostly because I want to look thin and pretty for my wedding. Oh my gosh, are you getting married? Daggone, girl. Oh, did we? Did we, Ms. Hatter? Oh, my word. You guys are too much. Yeah, it's actually kind of a common story. We become my music. MCR been playing nonstop in my team. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, we MCR fans in the house. Yeah. My mom told me that Dad couldn't teach us Spanish because he was learning English when he came here. My mom says she knows Spanish, but knows different versions of it. Yeah, there's different dialects of Spanish that I wasn't even aware of. We could teach you Spanish. Yay, Millie! Welcome to the chat. Yeah, we were just about to get into. I think it's almost done at this point. Let me double check the time real quick. But we were just hanging out and chilling. Got about 5 minutes before this bread is done, folks. Good grief. I just got a text from Roll for Initiative, and he's asking, like, hey, you streaming right now? I'm like, yeah. If you see Roll for Initiative pop up in the chat, tell him he smells. Oh, did you really? That's awesome. What kind of dog do you have, if you don't mind my asking, Millie? My parents were supposed to teach me Tagalog because they realized that bilingual was an option, but they forgot. Oops. My entire family have Spanish and Asian heritage. Like, I asked myself, how? Huh. Tagalog. So actually, the first time I'm kind of hearing of that language. I'm the Tagalog person. Chinchilla and whip it. You calling everyone? Not everyone, just the people that I guess in regards to the longevity of, well, not longevity, like I guess the furthest, like the longest that I've known, I'd say, because Roll for Initiative, I've known him. He's happily married now with 2 amazing daughters, but Roll for Initiative and I first met when we were kids in elementary school. So close to nearly 20 years we've known each other. So if anyone deserves it, like to be called smelly, he does. Though, but don't worry, rest assured, he washes regularly. The Filipinos are everywhere. Get away. According to my mom, my parents never. Oh, hang on. My parents never knew speaking Spanish. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. My grandmother knows Tagalog and she was in the Philippines during World War II. Dang, son. Childhood friends? Yep. Yes, sir. Welcome. Welcome, little Prince Andromeda. Hello. Welcome. Oh, and thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you. I smell like coffee. Thank you very much. Man, coffee's good. It's got such a great aroma. Not fluent in Tagalog, yeah. I wonder why, Lily. I wonder why. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, dude. I don't care who you are. Like, just coffee aroma is just, it can't be beat. Very few things in life. I don't know. Gonna get caught. Now I really want a cup of coffee right now, but I probably shouldn't have it. There we go. Let's get my oven mitts out. Do I need the thick boys? I don't think I do. But you can never be too careful. So I'm gonna put those here, put this aside. And oh, and just as a heads up, my little duckies, we'll probably be going to a commercial break in the not too distant future here. So as soon as we fish this out, we'll let that rest, and then I gotta go take care of a couple things just around the house. But we will be back shortly. But first, let's go ahead and, when this is ready, in the next minute or so, we'll fish that out. Thigh slapper. Hang on, did I miss something? Oh, Catherine Art, thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you. Hi, Jordan. In chat from Spain. Here is pretty late, and thanks so much for the cozy vibes while I'm getting ready for bed. Of course, Agnes. Absolutely. Wait, no. And yeah, Agnes. Yeah, Agnes 17. Okay, cool. Hopefully I'm reading your name correctly. Apologies if I'm not. I only had coffee when my grandparents gave it to me when I was small. Never had it since. Oops. Yeah, isn't that a thing, like, the parents do to kind of deter, like, hey, can I have some of that coffee? Like, no. It's like, and then like, okay, have a sip. But it's like super black and bitter. And they're like, I don't like it. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's because it's an adult's drink, or that and wine. Oh, heck yeah, I would. Hatter, if you got married, heck yeah, I would come to your wedding. Oh, I love weddings. Drinks all around. Oh, sorry. Clap them in irons, right? Oh, thank you so much for stopping by, Miss Artsy. Oh, you're guest streaming with a friend. Heck yeah. Well, hope it all goes well. Ah, perfect. Agnes, thank you. Sorry, it's a joke. It's funny to... It's all good as long as it's in good fun, you know. As long as it's just you know, from just a joke standpoint. I don't think anybody cares too much. You know what? I could be in the minority here, but usually whenever I have coffee, if it's hot, I like it black with actually a bit of honey. Now I know that might sound really off the beaten path, but okay, bread's ready. Let me finish that thought and I'll get it out of the oven real quick. But my aunt actually turned me on to it because I don't know if it's a Greek thing specifically, but she was like, this is how I have it. Like I just have it black with a little bit of milk and honey. And I'm like, can I try some? And I thought it was incredible. If you guys haven't had honey in your coffee, I promise you'll never drink coffee the same way. Like, of course, aside from your latte or what have you, but I just take coffee black with honey now. And it's like, I'm never gonna try it any other way. So that's just my taste. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this bread out of the oven, shall we? Woohoo! That looks great. That's awesome. Very good, very good. I was just about to pick that tin up while it was still hot. Let's not do that, shall we? Let's not burn ourselves. Let's do this. I want to just at least test this out and see if it's like... Yeah, I can still feel the heat through that. I don't think that's super safe. I have more thinner oven mitts, but honestly, I think that's just specifically handing for bread, but let me go ahead and show you guys. Pièce de résistance. Oh, now doesn't that smell simply divine? Let me go ahead and put this here. Nope, not yet. Now, there ain't no right or wrong way to go about this from extracting your bread loaf from the tin. Just basically give this a little gentle shake. Woohoo! And then, yar har diddly dee. That looks awesome. Wow. Look at that. That is awesome. Woohoo! That's a hot one. Not to be confused with hot ones over on the YouTube channel. But yeah, nothing to it, folks. Now, before we actually get into it, let's go ahead and let this rest. But let me go ahead and just catch up real quick. Oh yeah, it's good. Pan! Pan is bread in Spanish. And also, isn't it pan bread in Japanese too? Like, what other languages do you think pan can translate to? Should I send you my chocolate banana bread recipe? Yes! Please do. Please do, Mad Hatter Gal. I'd love to actually try and attempt that. I can smell it from here. Yeah, it's good. It's super yummy. Looks so good. Yeah. Is it pan in Japanese? Yes, it is. French too. Oh yeah. C'est pan. Kind of. Okay, cool. I dig it. All right, guys. Well, this has been awesome. Let me go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back, and we'll be able to get into this. And honestly, I didn't really have anything planned besides covering these things, but let's just play it by ear and see what happens. So, that said, I'll catch you guys later. All right. And we are back, my little duckies. Brought a chair just in case, you know. Now, again, I didn't really have anything else planned outside of this, but I felt like we can just, you know, chill. And also, we can still bake this, which I think it's proofed for over an hour now at this point. So instead of just having one loaf of bread to slice into, we'll have two, which is going to be great. Oh, stop. Don't you dare lie to me. You didn't miss me. Oh, I missed you guys. I did. Let me go ahead and catch up on the activity, my little duckies. HQ Tiny, thank you very much for the follow. Vampire Isaac, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Hope you'll stick around. Aw, Persephone, you warm my heart. Oh dear. There we are. Just want to make sure that I didn't hurt my microphone there. Neo Sailor Mars, welcome back. I'm pretty sure I recognize your name from previous streams. Oh yes, absolutely. I don't know if it's quite cool to the point where we can carve into it now, but you know, there's still a bit of heat. For those just joining with us, we just made this together. Hang on, let me go ahead and slide that back just so there's no fear of it. There we are. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. Bless my soul. Herc was on a roll. Lucid Evervale, thank you so much. Oh, stop it, all of you with the hearts. Thank you. Purdy. I'm a Purdy bald eagle. Yes, indeed, I am. Just come in. How are you, Doctor? Using my favorite Doctor in Simulated Universe before I start Amorphous. Also, I still owe you blackberry preserves. Yes, welcome, sir. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be bringing bread for future cons from here on out. Or is it Purdy? Well, I guess the dialect is just wherever you are locally, I guess. I wasn't on earlier in the stream, but I was traveling and hanging with family. Oh, wonderful. What kind of bread did you make? We made sandwich bread today, which is, it only takes about 5 or 6 ingredients to make at home and only about like 4 to 5 hours of your time. So it's actually pretty straightforward, all things considered. If you guys want to check out this specific recipe, I'll leave maybe just kind of like the bare bones minimum recipe when I transfer this over eventually to my YouTube channel. Now that I'm a Twitch affiliate, apparently I need to wait like 24 hours before I re-upload anything to any other platform. Otherwise, the Twitch will be unhappy with me. So, and we don't want that. So, awesome. Reminds me of when my grandma baked bread. She was all old-fashioned, no bread machine. Oh, that's so cool! A true artisanal baker. I love that. If you ever come to a con near me, I will bring fresh bread using that recipe. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Oh, Jordan, have you ever heard of Supercube trays? No, I don't think I have. What? Can you elaborate, maybe? What does it entail? These Supercube trays. Ooh! Myself, Osu, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the chat. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. Y'all record Jordan and you. Jordan. Oh yeah, recommend me, guys. If you guys want me to appear to cons in your neck of the woods, feel free to reach out to my con rep, which you can find on my Twitter profile, specifically in my about page, essentially at the top. It's Epoch Talent. So feel free to reach out to them, say, hey, we want Jordan in this neck of the woods or what have you, and we'll make that happen. Because I would love to come and meet you guys wherever you are. I definitely want to travel more. I definitely want to meet all of you, and of course, bring yummy bread, along with me if I can. That's actually something that maybe I might have to do some more research Because even though I want to do that, cons may not allow that because you're like, well, you're not a vendor, or well, you're not like someone that's specifically like, because I'm pretty sure there's food regulations. I didn't actually think about that, but you know, it all just takes as a question, and we'll just play it by ear from there. Oh my, hang on, I missed this. Oh, that one girl named Jazz. Here we are. I love homemade bread. During one of my first semesters in college, my illustration professor would make our class some bread. It was an early class at 9 a.m., and so she would make us bread in case we didn't have time before class to grab at least something to eat. That's awesome. That is so thoughtful and so kind of her. It's convenient, yeah. Good Jordan out there. Say, let's hopefully you could come to Ireland. Oh my gosh, I would love to come to Ireland. God, I need to still clean up my counter. Why not? We can just do the deals in the alley. Back alley bread. Let's make it happen. Yo, I'm looking for some rye. Yo, we got sourdough. Yo, we got pumpernickel. Asakaran, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the stream. If you do a con in my country, I'd love to bring a picture of the bread if I try making it. We will secure our Jordan bread. That's awesome. Go by Rye Rivers as your code name. Heck yeah, I would. Rye Rivers and my in canon bakery, Let It Rise. Doctor, you got the stuff? I have all the bread you could ever hope for. It's delicious. Jordan, make a pose. I'm drawing you if you want. Make a pose? I don't know. I'm trying to think. What's something ratio inspired? Oh, yeah. There you are. And then I think another one is oh my gosh. Don't clip that. Oh, the hard hands. Yeah. Let's see. Wait, hang on. Shoot. Trying to. Why is making a heart so hard? There we go. Because I'm trying to like angle it in a way where. Oh, there we go. That's better. This is the true K-pop moment here. Trying to find the angle of the lens on the camera. Wait, I did not get to take a screenshot of the I'm glad. Oh, I certainly will. Matt Haddigal. Let me go ahead and actually just double check that real quick. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, dadgum. Apparently, Matt Haddigal sent me something. Just want to make sure that I received it just before we proceed any further. So many people just. Oh my goodness! I assure you, it was not my intention. Yep. Oh, come on. Oh no. There we are. Got it, Matt Haddigal. Oh my gosh, those look delicious. The best almond flour banana bread, Greek yogurt brownies. Dude, I could tell these are dangerous. Cheers. Thank you, Matt Haddigal. Also, chat if you have fan art. Yes. If you guys do have fan art or anything, like whether it be from Ghost of a Tale or Jade Empire or one of my cooking streams, if inspiration decides to come your way, you can at at the art with hashtag Jordan Haro VA art. So, and also you can find that tag on my Twitter. Yay! Thank you so much, Mad Hatter Gal. Oh my word! Thank you for the subscribe. Doctor, your bread, it's huge. Yes, I always let it rise. If I delay to post on Twitter, it's because of work and home cleaning and stuff. No problem, no worries. You're easy. Awesome. Well, I think enough time has elapsed where we can put bread loaf number 2 in the oven. So let me go ahead and put 14 minutes on the clock. In the meantime, we can still chat it up a little bit. But I definitely need another drink, so I'm going to get, instead of another, I've given myself my sweet treat today with the Shirley Temple. I'll just stick with water and tea from here on out. So, whoa, I nearly lost the baby there. Good heavens. All right. Let it rise. Well, actually, hang on. I'm going to do this. A little further back. And then set 40 minutes on the clock. And let that do its thing. Woo! Hallelujah. Hang on. There we go. Got here, grab this. And then fix myself some tea. There we go. There we are. I'm going to go ahead and mix these right here and scoot my chair up because sometimes it's just nice to sit, you know? Okay. Whoop. Got to bring this down a little more. There we are. Oh no, not the baby.
Not the baby, not the baby.
Should I send Jordan a chocolate peanut butter cheesecake that tastes like Reese's? Oh, Matt Hattigal, I thank you so much for that, but I'm not gonna lie. I could be in the minority again. I could be in the minority here, but when it comes to cheesecake, I actually don't like my cheesecake super sweet. If that makes any sense. Like all the novelty things, like just taking Cheesecake Factory for example. Like because they have novelties like a cinnamon bun cheesecake, a Reese's Pieces, or a Snickers, or what have you. That's actually for me, that's too much. Like I like when it comes to cheesecake, I like the fruitier kind of pairings with it. My all-time favorites in no particular order are probably strawberry cheesecake, mango, and also a key lime. That's my jam. That is absolutely my jam. Though to be fair, I've never attempted to make a cheesecake before ever, so I feel like that might be something I might tackle on this stream. So let's see, it's fair. My fiance is the same thing. Cool. What kind of games do you enjoy playing? Oh, me personally, you know, I'm kind of like having a resurgence of playing games. These days, but back in the day, I want to say my go-to for a while was Overwatch, and then before that, I loved playing single-player, story-driven narrative games. In no particular order. I think you can even find a couple that I still have a library of on my stream about page. I think it's on the games tab. Games I do want to play. That's there too, but I'm a huge fan of the Mass Effect series, Telltale. The last game that I completed finished to completion was Hades. Hades was an incredible game. I loved the voice direction. I loved the story and the narrative. It was incredible. I haven't played the sequel yet though. All right, what kind of bread did you bake? It wasn't able to catch the whole stream. Oh, no problem, Rain. No problem. We made sandwich bread. Allow me to at least share just a little bit. It's cool enough to handle now, but essentially that's what we're dealing with. So you can basically make sandwiches out of this essentially, or what have you. Like a little cutting that and then putting some butter or preserves on it. Like that goes a long way. And we got number 2 in the oven as we speak. Ooh, hello. Kitty Clay X, thank you so much for the follow. Avocado, thank you so much for the follow. Nebula, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Let's see. Nick's balance is always good. That's why it's better to make cheesecake at home. I agree. Raspberry cheesecake is it? I will not dispute that. Raspberry cheesecake is actually pretty bomb. Time to get your Marscaphone. Oh dear. Why am I unfamiliar with that? Oh, I have played Dragon Age. I love the Dragon Age series. Yes. Origins was my first one, and then number 2 was kind of a weird one. I played it again recently, and I think I can appreciate the story a little more. They tried making it too much like Mass Effect with the sequel, because that was a merger from the first Dragon Age Origins being on a PC platform to like being on console. So it was definitely a downgrade in regards to the graphics, and also it was more streamlined mechanics in the gameplay, because now it's like implemented with a controller. And I wasn't a huge fan again of the narrative in the first playthrough, but I played it again. I'm like, okay, I think I can appreciate it. But Inquisition, that slapped. That was such a good installment. Let's see. Do you watch any character trailers for Star Rail? I'm very much behind on the Star Rail lore. I think the last character trailer that I watched was, I want to say, I think Boot Hill, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I know of characters like that are coming up the pipeline, essentially, but I'm very much out of touch when it comes to all the Star Rail goings-ons right now. Let me see, hang on. I've been behind on playing the games I have. Savage! Yeah. I wasn't sure of your little emote there, but it reminded me of Jake the Dog. I'm like, the ultimate sandwich. I was watching a cooking stream the other day where that came up in my feeds, where people were recreating Jake's ultimate sandwich from Adventure Time, and not gonna lie, it looked really good. People, what they can do just in the culinary arts is it's actually really impressive. I'm currently playing through Dragon Age Origins. Yes, it's such a good one. Honestly, I feel like the first one is still the best by far of any of the installments. Let's see, you should watch the short for... Oh, Mayday. Mayday? Wait, it really is Mayday. Oh, Mayday. Oh, Mayday. Oh, that's her name. Yeah, it's really hard to pronounce some of these names, man. Like, Dr. Ratio's simple, you know? Did you know Dr. Ratio was spotted in Amorphous and nobody knows if it's a bug or foreshadowing? Really? Oh, that's cool. Poor guy just hiding in the background, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Ratio likes the spotlight. Like, unless he's fighting someone, like, then he can show off his statues. Yeah. I see it too. Oh, what? It's a bug? Well, it's the first time I'm hearing of it. I think I might have seen a clip online, at least on Twitter, of what you're talking about. He was just standing there, menacingly. Easily spotted and then vanished. I hope it's foreshadowing. He's Greek, so he definitely needs to be there. Yeah, I've been kind of like seeing at least the beginnings of the chatter of it, so I wasn't sure if whether or not like that was official in 3.0 or if it was just something that in the previous installments of the versions. I do know Camden though, and the rest of my other castmates, they're going through it like and just eating it up like candy essentially. Oh, that's good. I'm just going to catch up real quick. Yet make statues of himself. You're right. It is a bit of a contradiction there. My doctor is here. Yes, indeed. Amorphous is so ratio coded, and he wasn't even mentioned. Gotta get out of here. Waiting for a rerun, to be honest, as he should. I'm a huge Greek mythology nerd, so this patch really is. I'm looking forward to it. I've seen a majority of the trailer, and honestly, there's just so much to enjoy with this new expansion and this new patch that's going to become that's now available to enjoy. Hey, Pookie! I would too if I looked like that. Gotta go a bit. I might be back if I'm not sleeping. Take care. Take care of myself. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out for as long as you did. I definitely appreciate it. But go ahead and get out of here. Go sleep. Go sleep. Get your rest. Oh my goodness, you guys are awesome. I missed Free Ratio and only started the game for him. Waiting for a year now for him for a rerun. Has it really been a year since Ratio's debut? Bless my soul, I think that's accurate. Holy cats! It's been over a year since Ratio's debut. Wow. Well, we'll see where it goes, you know? Oh, I love her. She, I can't pronounce her name. Aglia, I want to say is her name. But yeah, she is. I love her design. I love how she looks, and I kind of like the pairings that they've been putting together with Ratio and her. I'm just like, they're like siblings. I love it. They both kind of exude the same energy. I also started the game for him. Oh my gosh, you guys are too sweet. Exorcist. Yeah, and I noticed that Fiaxo. Oh my gosh. Some of these names I really have trouble pronouncing, and I don't know if that's just like my inability to read sometimes, or if it's just like the way they're spelled. It like really kind of does something to my mind. My golden little siblings. Oh yeah. I don't know like what relation or if there even is a relation like between those two characters, but it'll be certainly interesting if they have dialogue together. Fei Chow. Fei Chow. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're sitting and waiting. When Ratio was getting released, I was in for him, but the beginning, his design is so amazing, and he is such a good unit. Awesome. I would have E6'd him back then had I the money. That's one of the reasons why I stopped. Well, actually, the primary reason why I stopped playing. I wasn't familiar with the Gacha franchise. And I remember kind of getting to a point where it was starting to become a drag and really kind of like I was stuck in regards to my progression, because it just then clicked to me. I'm like, wait, my characters aren't getting stronger the more they're fighting. So it clicked with me like, okay, yeah, the artifacts make a difference. And of course, like giving them better gear, that makes a difference. But the incentive kept on coming back. It's like, oh, you're out of pulls? You can always buy them. And I was like, he wants my money. How dare. There was such a betrayal. I don't get, hang on. I don't get for limited banners often. Let's get a E6. The power creep is worse than H&R, sadly. I wasn't into HSR, but that gosh dang gambler, then the doctor. Aventurine is a very handsome character, very much so. Jordan, you did an amazing job with him. Thank you for bringing him to life. Oh, Lily, don't do that to me. Thank you, guys. Yeah, and honestly, I'm still like pinching myself that I get to voice this character, and I have nothing but gratitude in my heart for you guys enjoying the performance. And you guys having nothing but saying nice things about it. So, yeah. Thank you. Dr. Ratio was a professor. What would he teach? Oh! I don't think there'd be a subject that Dr. Ratio wouldn't teach. But I guess maybe some of his favorite or maybe his preferred subject matters, probably algebra or like something within the mathematics. And then most likely history, most likely philosophy, most likely, what else? Maybe art, I would say as well. I feel like he's got the mind for, like the talent for it. Physics. Yeah, that and geometry, I just realized, yes. For specific reasons. With a piece of chalk. He's obviously become a fan favorite, or they wouldn't have worked him into the Pentagon story. That's true. Definitely he could teach classics. Yeah. Yeah. What's that supposed to mean, huh? At least he didn't eat his chalk like some people you might know. Computer science? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I feel like he's such, like, because the guy uses chalk, like chalk and board. Like, I feel like he prefer analog as opposed to like using modern computers. You know what? It just dawned on me. I feel like of all the people he might have like a disdain for, or maybe even like the least amount of patience, just maybe not even personality wise, but just due to like association, maybe Silver Wolf, because again, she's a gamer, she's all about the computers and stuff like that. It's like, this is too much. I don't. Why? He has 8 degrees. Someone who's tasted chalk, please don't eat it. Different strokes for different folks, man. Eat Smarties if you want to eat texture chalk. It's not the same though. Like, I feel like people that eat chalk like kind of like it for its earthiness, but again, that's a whole different story and a whole different conversation. I don't want to out myself too much to the point where it's just like, Jordan, I think you need to be evaluated. Oh my gosh, Ratio as a drama teacher? Oh my word. I feel like Ratio as a drama teacher would get him clear, like the fastest for like people to complain about him, like at a PTA meeting or like at a teacher's conference of like, Ratio, you can't like yell at the kids, you know? they're trying their hardest. It's like, but I know I can pull something from them. Their performance is right there. I'm giving them inspiration. You know? Oh my goodness. Hang on. With how everything, including his talents, is philosophy reference, I think he'd be a great philosophy professor. Yeah, I think so too. Hello, Jordan in chat. Rosie, hello! I was in class, I couldn't join earlier. I can't stay for too long either, but I hope everyone is having a good time. We are. Thank you so much. Right now, we're in the kind of chill vibes of this segment. We got another bread loaf in the oven that's cooking right now, but as soon as that is ready, we'll probably wrap up the stream. It's a little sooner than I wanted it to be, but there are just a couple things I think I probably need to take care of. And also, I didn't think, like in regards to the entire span of the segment, to fill it in with maybe, because also, sadly, since I'm on a fast, I can't really get too much into this bread. So the next time I do, though, come to next week, I'll be on my Daniel fast, which is basically, again, vegetable dishes and water. So like nothing, like sodas are out, coffee's out, but I'll at least still allow myself an unsweetened iced tea. But the ratatouille, which we'll be making next week, next Wednesday, I'll definitely be partaking in that. So stick around and stay tuned for that. Physically tossing the students. Oh, medicine? Yeah. I think after that, if he was teaching medicine, they would absolutely make a TV show about it. Like instead of House, it's just Ratio. But instead of a cane, he's just like throwing shock, at his fellow colleagues and his fellow doctors. Like, it was tuberculosis. It wasn't that hard to see. If I'd had him as a teacher in pharmacy school, I would have passed everything. You're not wrong. Dr. House, Dr. Ratio, yeah. I would still watch that though. Oh yeah. No, like I already am curious, ambitious type. If Ratio was my teacher, I would excel in everything. Yeah, people really don't kind of give him the credit that like credit's due, I feel like if Ratio was your teacher, or like, yeah, it would suck, but honestly, you'd pass. Like, because he would basically challenge you to like the utmost best you could possibly be. But teachers like that, it's like, okay, you sink or swim kind of a thing. Like you need to like step up your game. But again, not every teaching style is for everyone. So I guess just bear that in mind. Ratio would have hated me as a student, always used recording devices because my ADHD brain wouldn't allow me to focus. Yep, same. I definitely had that burden as well. Lavender Rose, thank you so much for the follow. And let me actually go ahead and back up a bit, make sure I give the proper shout outs. Angeline, I want to say that's Angeline. Angeline, thank you so much for the follow. Apologies if I didn't get your name right. Hello. Who be this? Ah, good to know. Good to know. Just catching up on a couple things here. Woo! Good heavens. All right, cool. Just want to make sure of that. Now, where am I? Oh, yes, here we are. To his credit, I think Ratio is the type of teacher who would guide you to finding the answer, but not spoon feed you everything, which is nice. You know what? I think that's fair. Yeah, I feel like some of the best teachers that I've had, they've gone out of their way to not really hold my hand or like tell me the answer outright. They've kind of forced me to think. One such teacher actually was when I was in film school. I know it's like film, so like, but he was my teacher and my boss. And one thing that he would always challenge me on is like whenever it came to either color grading or any sequence that I was working on or cutting together, he would ask me, okay, is this clear? Like that, how you've told the story. And I'm like whatever answer I would get, he would kind of like make me second guess myself. He's like, or like how would you do this? And then I would basically give the answer. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, I don't know. So because he did that, he allowed me to be confident in myself, even if I was wrong. I hope that makes sense. Because at some point or other, you need to be confident in your own abilities and your own skills to really be able to progress, like to work. Because when you're in like a professional environment, you can't be caught up in the what ifs or the hows of like, am I doing this correctly or not? Because you got to do it. And just if you're wrong at some point, like, then who cares? You're wrong. You'll just think of the solution another time or something. You would have fallen asleep in my economics class. I had a professor like the teacher from the movie Ferris Bueller's Day. Oh my gosh, no. Bueller? Oh, good heavens. Well, God bless him. Poor guy. If he had taught music theory, maybe all my music major problems would go away. I don't know. To grow as a person. Yes, to grow as a person. I teach at the moment in med school. When we have students I'm not sure what to do with, I think, what would Ratio do? throw chalk so that I throw chalk at them. I'm back. How's the bread? We haven't gotten into it yet, but welcome back, Mads. Yeah, 2-hour lectures. Oh, I like the type of teachers who encourage the student to think for themselves, like they're bold with you, but for a good purpose. Yeah, absolutely. Once I had a teacher whose policy was, if you want to retake version A, you have to work 100% version B, then you can retake version A. I did worse the second time I took the test. Ooh, womp womp. Sorry about that. Kit Sticks, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. We're getting to the winding down version, or at least portion of the stream. Oh, Angelie, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I loved my anthropology class. That's cool. I wish I would have went to acting school. I would love to be a voice actor for Star Rail. I'm not creative in like making art, but I can create characters and stories that I have my OCs picked out for Star Rail. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Honestly, you don't need to go to acting school in order to be a voice actor. There's definitely plenty of tutorials online, just, unsolicited advice for anyone in the chat that wants to potentially explore a voice acting career or even as a hobby. There's so much to offer just on the internet that'll get your feet wet on like what mics to start off with, how to solicit yourself as a voice artist, and it's all available to you. But my advice to you is really be intentional of why you want to get into voice acting, and also determine whether or not if it's going to be like a side gig, passion, or an actual like career that you want to pursue. Like, you got to ask yourself those questions before you really kind of commit to anything in regards to the voice acting world, because I'm not going to lie, as a professional, anything in the entertainment industry, it's a competitive market, and it's exceedingly challenging, and also, quite honestly, it can be very discouraging and what's the word I'm looking for? Like, outside of challenging, I can't think of the right word because my brain is not behaving the way I want it to. Disheartening. Yeah, that's a very good word. Yeah. Hang on. Right, one of the guys on the panel was like, "Are you talking about triple what?" And my jaw went through the floor. I don't know what we're talking about, but hopefully we can switch it up to voice acting here. Wanted to act to help people escape from the trouble around them, like so many actors have helped me when I needed an escape. Oh, it was about an interview I had. Oh, gotcha. No problem. And yeah, and I just want to also kind of shoot straight with you guys here. I'm well aware that as a voice actor, I'm in the business of playing pretend. And it's a really cool gig, but also at the same time, because it's so hyper competitive, and especially at this point in my career, sometimes work doesn't come as steadily as I would like. So, and there's a lot of actors out there in my same position where we might have like a very recognizable character under our belt, but it's a very challenging career. Oh, why am I in the business, Saki? Well, it's not only do I have a skill set for it, but also it's where I get the most joy out of doing something. As you've heard the phrase, do what you love and the money will follow. I've been doing what I love, but the money hasn't been following the way that I'd like it to. So that's basically kind of like where I'm at right now. Like, I'm not in dire constraints, but it's for those that want to make a career in the arts or in the entertainment industry. Just know that knowing your worth and knowing what you want out of it is essential. And I know for me, being a voice actor, is I love being able to create unique characters and unique performances. It's not even just like as a voice actor, as an actor. I enjoy creating performances that are authentic, that people can relate to, and within the realm of storytelling, that's what I wanted to take part of. And has it been easy? Heck no. Heck no at all. But has it been worth it? I think so. Hang on. I'm editing this voice actor of Raiden Shogun and from Genshin, and I think if I ever met Jordan, I'd cry. Oh, don't know, Mads, please. You don't have to. Oh my goodness. Some small thing. I just want to crochet and do commissions, but I have ADHD, and starting tasks is very difficult for me. There's workarounds, though. Honestly, those that have been diagnosed with ADHD, we're very hands-on and very so sitting still and doing things is rather difficult. Next time you kind of take any sort of endeavor, whether it be, give yourself maybe like some time to kind of pace around. I know for me, I have to like incorporate, even if it's a thing, something that I suck at, or something that's a menial task. I know that at some point I have to kind of get up and walk around in order for my brain to think properly. So just little creative ways here and there to kind of bypass, the ADHD blockage, because I've certainly had to figure that out too. Oh, Mads. Hey, Jordan, I would like your opinion on this. I'm currently a law student, but after I graduate, I don't know if I should take an engineering or med school afterwards. I'm kind of puzzled with this. That's a good question. I don't know if I'm the best person to ask this, but law, a law degree, you can absolutely, there's a lot you can do that's applicable in anything in regard, because the people always need, any sort of corporation will always need lawyers. But in regards to your follow-up on that, med school or engineering, both of them are going to take some time to invest in. In regards to medical school or engineering, I feel like either of those, you're going to look at a very big undertaking and a lot of time and investment. In regards, I'm not going to tell you to go to either one, because I don't know the workload of either of those professions. But both of them are excellent things to pursue. In regards to, I don't know if like what you're looking for is like what might be more beneficial or fruitful for you, or serve you better in the long run, I can't say. But where you are right now in regards to like just graduating with your BA or your law degree, that will absolutely help you, for planning ahead. Because honestly, you need lawyers for everything, in the entertainment industry, in the culinary industry, in corporate, what have you. That's universally applicable in any place that you want. And honestly, if you even have like a creative flair, like it's a foot in the door for to the entertainment industry. So because every major studio, every gaming studio, they need lawyers, for whatever reasons. So just my 2 cents on the matter. But if you decide to go back to school for engineering or for med, just know that it's it's not a guarantee like that it's going to be in your favor whether you go engineering or med. So just things to consider. But honestly, if it's what you want, go for it and just see what happens. Let's see. Wait, was someone heading out? Oh, Planet, thank you so much for stopping by. Go sleep. Go catch up on some sleep, my friend. Good night, Justy. True for me too. I've never been so involved with game VAs before, but it's definitely made my days catching streams and watching videos. I'm a forensic science, and we also work closely with the law and lawyers. Yes, absolutely. Med student is no joke, by the way. Study for the MC chat. And also your law degree would be applicable in either of those fields, whether it be engineering or medical. Medical, obviously, engineering, patents, like you'll need people, but that's more along the lines of like maybe the innovations and so on and so forth, or even in the construction world, any business needs lawyers. So honestly, speaking plainly, you're in a really good position getting your law degree. So just know that you're gonna be fine. So just my 2 cents on the matter. What lies, Lily? I've never once called you short. Studying engineering and being bad at maths is a struggle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Me and Persephone, we met in our local theater house. It's called Lifehouse Theater, and we put on the production of A Hiding Place, which is a World War II Holocaust story, which is about a Swedish family that hid Jews in their home during Nazi occupying Switzerland. So I got to play, she and I, we both got to play Nazis and captive Jews. Well, more specifically her. I got to play a Swedish citizen that was harassed and got his beard burned by Nazi soldiers. And then after that, I played 3 separate characters. But that was an incredible production to be a part of, and one of my favorites within our local theater house that we did productions at. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Bibaboo, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the stream. My sector is meant air. Oh, hang on. Lily is an honorary bald eagle, and that was actually due to popularity from her Twitch chat. 2 Claw Klaus. 2 Claws Klaus. Oh, I love that inside joke. I have a lot of hair, actually. Do you, Lily? Oh wow, that sounds stressful. Any sort of theatrical or theater endeavor, sometimes, but also honestly, it's worth it. Mads, what are you talking about? You are my friend. We're all friends here. We're all duckies here. Well, I'm the egg. You guys are the duckies. Almost finished my tea. Let's take a look at the time real quick. See where we're at. Oh, by gum! We only have 3 minutes left before we can extract the bun from the oven. I did not think before I said that. Sorry, catching up on a couple things. Okay, cool. Bun, yes. I will be making, I'll be commissioning some folks, some artist friends for some emotes and also some badges. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I've been kind of, ever since becoming affiliate, I've been trying to figure all this out, and it's still kind of confusing for me. But that will be coming sooner rather than later. That's why Ratio has been gone for 9 months. Oh yeah, we are a legion of the Duck Legion. I was not here for. Oh wow, very interesting. I only know we're a little German, but I'm also. Oh, karaoke. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, very nice. Hang on, did I miss something? Maybe I did. Oh, hey, Jordan, want to play Smash Bros. Sometime? I don't have a Nintendo Switch, sadly. I apologize. But that is on my to-do. That's on my shopping list. Hopefully, is I want to get a Nintendo Switch so I can stream other things from it. So I made a ratio bun in the oven joke. You are forgiven. We are the Duck Army. My grandmother was in a Japanese-run prison camp in the Philippines for 3 years. Holy cats! It's crazy. Bless my soul. I bet she'd have a story or two to tell. Don't do it. They're supposed to be announcing the Switch too soon. What? That's a thing? They're doing a Nintendo Switch 2? Really? Yeah, I can't wait to beat you in that one game with the red guy with the mustache. Yo! Ow! That red guy with the hat, you know? Whatever that jerk's name is. Community Mario Kart when? Soon. Yeah. I do a killer Yoshi impression. Oh, that's adorable, yeah. I call dibs on Peach. I'm trying to remember what my go-tos were when I was... When I used to play Mario Kart, this was back actually for the Nintendo 64, and even before then on the Super Nintendo. I think my go-tos were Toad and Yoshi. And we always fought over those characters, me and my friends and my family, because again, they're just... by proxy, they're just too adorable. But now there's a whole cavalcade of incredible characters. Oh, daggum! We are ready to extract it. Hang tight, my friends. Let me go ahead and get my things on right here. I'm going to go ahead and prep this, make room. And let's go ahead and... well, actually, let's turn this off first. Boop! Dunzo. Ho ho! Oh, yeah. Another success. I am so very happy. Well, it's still hot, but let me go and at least bring this closer just so you guys can enjoy. Wait, hang on. It's at least the initial crumb in the crust of it. Let's go ahead and extract it from its sarcophagus, its tin sarcophagus. I think that one actually came out even better than the last one. I could be wrong. All right, cool. Let's do this. Take this off, and these are my bread handling mitts. I know it's a bit tad askew. Okay, come on. Come on. Oops. Oh, wow. Check it out. Oh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm smiling ear to ear right now. Aggressive sniffing. Oh, yeah. They smell incredible. Woo! Did not mean to do that. Well, actually, no. I'll have this in frame. A nice little beautiful thing to end on. I should say. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Sandwich time. Oh, my goodness. Well, I think now is as good a time as any, at least at this current segment, to kind of wrap things up. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and the conversation has been wonderful. Very much looking forward to next Wednesday when we make the ratatouille together. And let me go ahead and actually do a couple little other shout outs if I haven't done them already. Okay, we're all caught up. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and checking out this this cooking stream. I bet those smell bad. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wind down, and we'll go ahead and say our goodbyes, and we'll find someone to raid. The stream was good hanging out. Yes, yes, thank you guys so much. Saki, thank you very much. And that's Mr. Egg. Always remember that. Thank you for the stream, of course, yes. Ratio. Ratatouille, of course. Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna be making that next time. We'll see how it goes. I've never made it before, but hopefully it won't go horribly awry. Be sure to tune in for that, guys. And this Friday, I will be streaming again from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and we'll be getting back into Jade Empire. So check that out for Friday. But in the meantime, let's check who we can raid, my little duckies. Oh my! Ryu1, thank you so much for the follow. I saw you just in the nick of time. Let me go ahead, raid channel. Let's check on who is following and who is streaming right now. Let's switch it up. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and say hi. Let me see here. Oh, uptime. Right around the same time. Let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Let's do this one. Let's go ahead and say hi to our good friend Starlit Revenant. Let's go ahead and say hi to them, folks. And with that being said, I shall catch you guys in the next stream. Start raid, and I'll catch you guys later. Toodles!